Hello everyone, welcome to this video tutorial. In this tutorial is our price trend scanner part 3. So we were going through the last two functions related with price trend scanner. In this tutorial I will first of all going through some of the definitions of these two functions, and then I will show some of the charts, some examples. What do you mean by is bullish consolidation and what is the bearish consolidations, and then finally I will create trend filters by using these two functions, and let's do some market scan and then see what we can get from it. Okay, so let's go into our documentation. So once you go into our main page, you go into the products menu and you go, let's bring up the technical analysis tool. As you can see, here is a trend filter function documentation page. Let's open this link. Alright, so we have a table of contents here. Let's go to the IsBullishConsolidation. Okay, and here is the bearish consolidation. So let's just have a look at these definitions here. It's bullish consolidation, and this function is trying to get all equities that previously are moving in uptrend, okay, and now it's moving in sideways. If the current unit is not the first unit moving into no trend, all right, but it's one of the continuing block of units moving in no trend status, as long as the previous trend spectrum is uptrend, so this function will return true, because we are assuming the equities might keep going up. We are naming this function as bullish consolidation. Okay, so that's the reason why we name it as the bullish consolidation, but it's just the naming. However, the equity could also turn around and break down. So bear in mind, not all the sideways moves in an existing uptrend is bullish consolidation, and it could also be a distribution. Okay, hope you guys get it, but that doesn't matter. I'll show you some example later. Let's take a look at this bearish consolidation definition. Pretty much the same. So this function is trying to get all the equities that previously are moving in downtrend, which is going down, but now is moving in sideways. Okay, so if the current unit is not the first unit moving into a sideways, or we call it no trend, but it's one of the continuing block of units moving in a sideways status, as long as the previous trend spectrum is downtrend, so this function returns true. Because we are assuming equities might keep going down, so that's also renaming in the same way. We call it as bearish consolidation. However, the equity could also turn around and break up. So bear in mind, not all the sideways moving in existing downtrend is a bearish consolidation. It could also be forming a bottom, and say it could also is forming a base pattern. All right, let's go into our application. I'll just show you, might be easier, to show you guys in the chart. So first of all, what we call is bullish and bearish, and we're talking about a trend is all based on our TSP indicator, which is the trend spectrum indicator, because this indicator is those color background slices here. If it is in the green color is uptrend, blue color is no trend, and red color is in the downtrend. All right, let's go through what is bullish consolidation. All right, take a look here. As you can see, in this arrows points out, in this period of time, the stock's actually moving in a solid uptrend. The background here, the spectrum is showing in green color, which means it's in a solid uptrend. But somehow, let's have a look at number 1 and number 2 bars candles right here, because it's falling down and it's causing the trend spectrum turning into blue color. So this 1 or 2 means is is in the bullish consolidation. Okay, so number one and then number two, both of them are, we call it as a bullish consolidation, because it's because their previous spectrum is green. Okay, so is that easy? Yes. Another example is right here. As you can see, we have even longer block blue color right here. Let's bring up our join tools. So as you can see, from here to here, and we have like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars here, or 6 candles. They all resides in a continuing blue color. So any one of them are actually is a bullish consolidation, because the previous trend spectrum in this very narrow slice is uptrend. Also in here. Okay, so I think you already got what does that mean. Okay, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all these bars in this blue background, blue trend spectrum covered area, this period of time, every single bars are in the bullish consolidation, because the previous trend spectrum is a green color, right here, uptrend. Okay, so yes, as you can see, this blue color could be very narrow, like this one, and some of them can be very wide. Some of them are just 2 bars, so it all depends on how this particular equities, moving forward, the price actions. So that might be different. But yeah, bear in mind any one of them, as you can see here, and as long as it's in the blue color, and also the previous one is the green color, so these bars are in the bullish consolidation. Not necessarily, as you can see, once this bars breaks out from those consolidation area and then turn back into green, it might going up. And here is another example, it's going up again, but not necessarily every time 100% it will going up. Like this one, it actually falls down. So it really depends on other, you have to use another technical analysis method, helps you decide is that a consolidation or it is not. So this function is only just point you to this moment. So you need to have some manual or human analysis overview. Once we have those scan results, we need to decide by ourselves what are we gonna do next. All right, so this is the first function, is bullish consolidation. Let's take a look at another one. So here you go. As you can see, most of the background color is in red, so that's in a solid downtrend. So another function's core is a bearish consolidation. The bearish consolidation is happening in a very strong downtrend in some period of time. So the actual equity is temporarily bouncing up. All right, so it's causing a very short-lived consolidation period of time here. Number one, because the periods from these arrows pointed out in this period of time, we have continuing red color, a solid downtrend, but somehow it turns back into blue, and that blue color, I think there's 2 bars inside that blue spectrum, so those are in the bearish consolidation, right? As long as their previous trend spectrum is a downtrend, and then this function will return true. Okay, that's the first example. You also have a lot of example here, so yes, this let's bring up here. So those bars here are bearish consolidation. This one is also true. Every time it breaks, so the consolidation, and actually after this moving out of that blue area, so the price keep moving down. Okay, so that's exactly a bearish consolidation. But somehow this blue color might be, stays pretty wide, and there are continuing bars, for example, continuing like 4 or 5 weeks here, because we're in a weekly chart, so it's about a month stays in a sideways movement. That's totally normal. And here is just showing another example, because their previous is a downtrend, like the arrow points in this period of time. So all the bars stays in a continuing blue color area, so all of them are bearish consolidation. Okay, so as you can see, the same with the previous one we just mentioned before. This bearish consolidation could be real. I mean, just a short-lived consolidation. The price keep going down, and some of them might not, like this one. You have to wait a couple of months later, once the price breaks down for that support, and then it's keep moving down. Or like this one, it's keep moving up. So yeah, I think you guys get the idea what is that two functions really mean. So this functions actually brings up or will bring all the equities, in those consolidation situation and status to us. The rest of things leave to us to do, to go through all the scan results and decided what we do next. Okay, so that's the example and explanations of those two functions. Let's see how we're going to use them. Let's close this chart for now. If you want to create a trend filter management, if you want to create the trend filter by using these two functions, you have to go into the analysis menu, go into the second menu item, trend filter management, because it's related with the trend. Well, once you open up here, as you can see, you can create the filters based on, and you want to use those two functions. Let's say if you want to add a filter, which is a trend filter here, we already add some here, but it just doesn't matter. We do it now just for some demonstration. You click add filter. Let's say monthly. Let's do a monthly bullish consolidation. Monthly bullish consolidation. So you give it a name, right? Maybe just give it is true. And okay, so same as before, we just briefly give it a sentiment. You can leave it anything actually, but just because it turns in the green color, was easy for us to pick them up from this tree, so we give it a sentiment. So trend filter type, very important. We have to select the price trend scanner, because those functions are supported by the price trend scanner. Once you select that one, indicator type, so that indicator type, so we're using the closing price to create our trend, because that's the only one options you have here. And then because we are going to check the monthly chart, so we select the month here. Functions, obviously we have to pick up the functions that we are talking about right now, is bullish consolidation, and return type we pick up true. Okay, so that's finished. So once you finish, create this filter. So you go into the market scan management. Okay, so once you open up, as you can see, you can right click and add a new market scan, and you have to give it a name. Let's say give it the same name, monthly bullish consolidation is true. Sentiment is bullish as well. So the next step is you have to specify the selected market data, because right now it's empty, because we have imported S&P Australian top 200 shares. So we just double click on that. As you can see, it's filled up here. So we're going to scan this market. Now this one is all the trend filters we have created so far. So because you can right click any one of them if you want to pick them up. So because it will be going to this selected filters list, Let's pick up the one we just created. The name is the monthly bullish consolidation is true. So let's double click on that. As you can see, we picked up this single filter. Okay, the last thing we have to specify the scan period. So at the moment it's default, which is the start of our my data. That starts from 2nd of January 2013 and to the present date. And I want to be actually I want to sorry. Okay, let's see. Friday. It doesn't matter. So let's just pick up these Friday. Maybe pick up Monday because we have some of the data. Actually, today is a Monday. It's overnight, so that's okay. Let's start. Let's scan up to 6th of December. Sorry, let's example Friday because I haven't updated my data yet. Okay, once we specify that, let's go into the final step, which is bring up our market scan control panel. All right, so once we have this one open, as you can see, here is all of your market scan created in the market scan management. The one we just created is the monthly bullish consolidation is true, right? So we go into here and click the sticker button and then kick off the scan. Once we turn it on, and it will just give us an summary to just let us to review is the market scan conditions, everything is correct. So that is correct because it will start from 2nd of January 2013 up to 3rd of December 2021. It's a normal scan. We only have one condition, which is the monthly bullish consolidation is true. Let's kick it up. Okay, we have 33 results count. Let's go back to the manage scan management. Let's refresh the results. So as you can see, we scan up to this date. Here is the results. Let's double click on that. So it brings up all monthly bullish consolidation shares. Okay, let's open any one of them. So here is the overview. The results will show you a brief line chart in here, but if you want to check the details, you can double click any one of them. For example, the JBH is just very standard consolidation locking one. JB Hi-Fi. So there's a okay. So as you can see here is open up our weekly chart, but we want to see the monthly. Let's bring up the monthly chart. We click that monthly button. To verify the scan results, you have to turn on the trend spectrum because trend spectrum is being used for the scan. As you can see, this little candle in the red color creates a blue background in the spectrum. Its previous one is green color, which is uptrend, so that fulfills the definition of that function. So yep, as you can see, the scan is bring us to this kind of situation, and what are we going to do is we need to have the more analysis and what we're going to do next, but we just show you guys some of the results from the market scan. Let's bring up another one. Okay, so NHC, this one monthly chart, turn on our TSP. So as you can see, this one is different with the first one. Why? Because it's the third one in the continuing sideways moves here, right? So it is still in the consolidation because the background color is in blue. The previous one here is in green. So we can say this is a bullish consolidation, or it is. Is it in a monthly bullish consolidation is true? So it gives out correct results. Last one, let's go through the last one. and SVW, the 7 group holdings is a media company. Let's bring up the monthly chart because we just scanned in the monthly chart. Let's bring up our TSP trend spectrum. As you can see, yes, it is, because the previous trend is uptrend. The previous spectrum is uptrend, but this one is the 1, 2, 3, the fourth candles in their continuing sideways move. So bullish consolidation is true. Okay, right, now let's just change our condition in the trend filter, and let's rename it to monthly bearish consolidation. Okay, so we just name it differently. We don't want to create another one, you can just change it, and then we change it, the sentiments, to bearish. As you can see, it's turning red color. It's a bearish, so we have to pick up, we don't need to change those, but the functions we want to use right now is bearish consolidation and is true. So we actually updated this filter. In here, let's just delete all these results from our previous market scan and click refresh. So as you can see, the name is changed here, becomes monthly bearish consolidation is true. So if we're going back to our market scan control panel and do another scan, so as you can see, bearish consolidation is true. The function we're using is looks like it doesn't pick up the right updates. Okay, I mean, let's just restart the whole thing. Let's unselect this and select it back. Okay, and then we're going back to the market scan control panel. Let's kick off this one again. And it doesn't pick up the latest setting. Okay, let's create a brand new one. Delete that. Go back to the trend filters. Let's just add a filter. What we want to call is monthly bearish consolidation is true. Okay, obviously it's a bearish sign sentiment. You have to select the price trend scanner. In the indicator type, you chose the closing price monthly chart, and we pick up this bearish consolidation is true. Okay, and now we're going back to our market scan. Let's create a brand new market scan. Let's give it the name is monthly bearish consolidation is true. Okay, now we're selecting scan market, which is our ASX 200, and now we're looking for this monthly bearish consolidation is true. Go back to our market scan control panel. Here is the one we're going to use. Okay, let's start market scan. It's using a bearish consolidation is true. That's correct. Let's start it. All right, we only have 7 results. Let's go back here and refresh results. So here is the result sets, and you have to double click on that. So here is all the results. Fulfill the monthly is bearish consolidation. From the line chart, in the overview line chart, you can see it looks like yes, all of them are pointing down, and it looks like they're in the consolidation stages. So let's just open one of them for verify. Take a look at the first one, APA group. Going back to the monthly chart, turn on our TSP trend spectrum. Yes, as you can see here, the previous one is in the downtrend, but this one is the blue color, so it fulfills the condition of its bearish consolidation. So that's correct. Let's go through another one. Looks like this one is more standard bearish consolidation stages in the monthly chart. Turn on the TSP again. This one is very interesting because it's just the first bar moving into a sideway, because previous one is in the red color, which is in downtrend, and so that's market scan gives us the correct results. And also from the looking of this monthly chart, it just go through a quite a long time of consolidation already. Yep. Okay, that's correct. Let's go through the last one. I want to see some of the, maybe have a look this one. Flight center. Opening our monthly chart. This is very standard consolidation pattern, right? If you guys were familiar with that. So let's turn on, yeah, we already turned on our consolidation, the transaction indicator. Very clear here. So here is actually the fourth bar already in moving into the consolidation, the no trend status, because the spectrum shows in blue color, but the previous transaction is in red color, so it is fulfills the condition of a bearish consolidation. In addition, so this share is already moving in the standard rising widget pattern for quite some time, because every buy is a month. So you know, you have to use another analysis and decide if you want to short, you want to long here, because if you only use this market scan, the market scan actually can only bring you to this moment, but you still need to do another actual analysis, and based on this pattern and another analysis, your fundamental plus your another technical analysis indicators to come up with a decision. Do you want to buy here, or you want to short here, or you want to do nothing? Okay, so here is the, I think here is the contents of this video tutorial, because we already showed you guys, first of all, the definition of this of these two functions, and also I showed you the reference page. You guys can go into the same place if you're not sure, can read the description. Also, we showed you guys how to create the trend filter based on these two functions, and we created a 2 demo market scan to show you guys what are you gonna get from this market scan, and how you create market scan based on how using these two functions. So all right, I think the contents are going to be helpful for you guys. If you have some questions, so leave the comments below. So thanks for your watching. So I see you guys in the next video tutorial. Bye for now.